How you doing? I got a really nice setup here for you. It's a 2 hour squeeze, volatility squeeze on the 2 hour chart, but I'm going to start off on the weekly. And what we have on the weekly is some hidden divergence. The peaks are lower, price is lower, but if you go down all the way down to the 533 full stochastics, you get a higher peak. This is what's called hidden divergence, and um, you know, there's an extremely high probability when you have hidden divergence of at least a little bit of a movement, a little bit of a movement. Usually, I don't even know. Like, here's an example right here. You get just a little bit, you got some hidden divergence right here. Um, a lower peak, but on the price, it's a higher peak. And you do get a little bit of a movement. So, most of the time, when you get hidden divergence, you do get a little bit of a movement. At least a little bit of movement. Usually, when you get just a little bit of a movement, and that's it, that's when, you know, price tends to roll over or go the opposite direction if it's a bullish pattern. But I understand that there's no red on the Heikin-Ashi yet, but let's drop it down to the 1 day chart. On the 1 day chart, you see a lot of indecision here. You see like these little like star patterns, spikes on both ends, a lot of really indecision, and it is trading a little higher, you know, uh, on the Heikin-Ashi. But if you look at the volume, I don't usually pay a lot of attention to the volume, but I'm just gonna show you right here. It's been trading higher. It's got a really strong high spike on the red Heikin-Ashi bar, and it's been trading higher, chopping around a little higher, but it's on low volume. The volume is declining. And so let's drop it down to the 2 hour chart where the squeeze is. And here's the squeeze right here. The Bollinger Bands are inside the Keltner channel. And I want to show you another interesting pattern here. Whenever you got a squeeze that's been going for a while, and you see, you know, on the 3433 or the 2133 full stochastic, the two slower settings that I use, when you see a move across that covers the majority of the in between overbought and oversold, and then you see just a quick exit on the one of the slow stochastic settings that I use. There's about a 70 to 80% probability that the squeeze is going to break out on that. Just by looking at this chart here, 70 80% depending on what, probably closer to 70%. Depends on every stock has their own character. But that's what we got there. And we got the volatility squeeze right here. And all this put together, I'd say that there's a really good chance that this squeeze is going to slam down. Um, see how far I think it could go. Let me see. I think it could easily hit 67.50, which is a $2.50 drop, but uh, extremely high probability it's going to hit the 67.50, but probably go much lower than that. So let's see what happens. See you on the next video.